Hi. So today I am been a bit inspired by, I think she's called on YouTube RawBeautyKristi. She followed a tutorial from Snitchery about how to overdraw your lips basically, but make them look bigger, make them look like filled without them actually being filled. My lips, as you can probably tell, are not massive. They're, I don't know, I wouldn't say they're like ridiculously thin, but they're not like full. They're not very full looking. So I'm going to try and watch a tutorial today by her, by Snitchery, and see if we can get my lips to look nice and voluptuous. I'm just looking it up now. I'm just going to watch on my phone. Okay. Oh, an advert.
Don't let eczema-prone skin stop you from making severity in your face or to cap it softer appearance. Have like a this is always going to stay actually a little better when this upper bigger lips. If you get these wigs, some would have different hairlines. So this is actually an example of a natural hairline. All the ways that look. What have you ever seen those like really sort of those really?
There's a lot of talking at the beginning of this that I did not expect.
Pointy lips, oftentimes significantly want preference on how you'd like your face to align. So the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to start overlining my lips. But what I'm going to do is start at the corner and make it really dark on the corner, and then come up a little bit. I'm not drawing yet. It'll come up a little bit higher here.
Okay, so let's start off and try that. Guess we're going to have to use whatever colour I have here. I don't have a massive selection. I don't even have a lip liner, so we're just going to use this thing. This is probably not ideal, but this is what we're going to use. And I've just realised I don't even have a mirror. How am I going to do this? BRB. Okay, I'm back. I now have a mirror so I can actually see what I'm doing. So, start by overlining my lips. This is sides, I think. I'm not really sure as to the amount that I'm supposed to be overlining these, but we're just going to see if this works and if this is enough. Okay. Okay, we'll see what the next bit is. I feel like I look like I've got a bit of a moustache.
Do you see already between this side and this side? My lips naturally kind of go like this. They sort of slope on the top and bottom. You can see they're almost pointy. They're not rounded. So even though they're large, they don't look as full as I'd like them to look. Already, this side versus this side, this looks significantly fuller, more defined. My lip color is also very similar to my skin tone compared to a lot of people on their lips. So having a defined edge already helps it look a little bit larger. Go ahead and do that to the other side. I'm also going to go ahead and take the pencil and go a little bit outside my lip line, actually right at the corner. See how that already gave me like a significant lift? I think a lot of people have the misconception that they overline their lips on the top, which can work for a lot of lip shapes, but for some lip shapes, that's not where you need the fullness. For me, I need more of the fullness on the side. Now, if you think it's like attractive to me, at least. If you like this look, go off with your bad self. But this is not my moment. This is not my preferred lip shade. I'm sure it works for some people, but it's not my jam. So what I'm gonna do before cleaning it up altogether is I'm gonna go ahead and take just a tiny brush and my bronzer. I'm gonna take it on that brush and I'm just gonna go like this. Add a little shadow underneath your lip. Do you see what that did? It's subtle, but it makes a difference. It makes your lip look heavy.
Okay, so I need to make a little shadow underneath my lip. I think that might be a bit too much. We'll go with it.
Here in the middle, which makes your lip look fuller. Next, I'm gonna go into the underlining stuff. Now for this, you kind of have two choices. I prefer to use my actual foundation shade because I want it to look a bit more natural, but if you are working with a little less lip naturally, then you can go in with a concealer shade or a foundation shade that's just a little bit lighter than your natural lips. Make sure you blend it in really well, but that is an option if you want to add even more fullness. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take my ABH foundation. I'm gonna take it and just go like this. And come into the corner of my mouth. See over here versus over here? And just draw it down. See how even though we underlined a little bit on this side, it actually looks fuller than this side and also significantly less ridiculous. And I'm gonna go ahead and do the same to the other side. Do you see how that makes it look like our lip is just like popping out? But it's not in a natural way. It just looks like it has significantly more volume in comparison to what my lips looked like before. It's almost like a breast lift for your lips. I'm gonna go ahead and on the top, and what I'm trying to do here is just mimic that circular shape and also fix up here. Lip balm. I think a lot of people...
She's getting too quick for me.
Step would use a lip gloss. I'm more of a balm girl myself. This is going to give your lips a sheen, which is going to make it look even bigger, but it's also going to sort of disguise all that liner work.
Well, I guess seeing as I've gone for quite a dark colour, I'm going to have to finish this off and blend this out. Okay, and I do have a gloss here. I feel like I failed a bit because my lips look separate. They don't really look like they're connected to themselves. It looks a bit weird. Okay, I don't really have like very much selection of glosses, so I'm just going to use this one. It's literally just MUA Sheer Finish lip gloss, so it's literally cheap. I feel like I need to neaten up the sides a bit more. No. Okay, I definitely think they do look bigger. Maybe not massively, but I definitely do feel like they do look more full, more plump than they did before. I mean, this definitely isn't how I fill my lips in normally, and I do think it looks a bit weird, like with the missing bit here. I probably just haven't done it right though. But I guess this could be a really good technique for you if you could get it to work right. And I think it's just about lining this up in the right way. I think maybe it's because here that this needs to come in a bit more here, because it just kind of, and I think I kind of overlined them a little bit too much to begin with. So I then had to try and take it away, and it's kind of smudged into this pinky colour around the outside rather than being my actual lip colour, which looks a bit stupid in real life. Probably doesn't show up as much on here. I think maybe, like, if it lined up better like this, it probably looks a little bit less stupid. And it's like because my top lip is so much like longer than my bottom lip. I feel like that would almost look better, which is in her instructions. She did say to do that. It's just like I tried to do it and I didn't do it very well. Okay. I would say this works. I would say that I'm just not very, I can't get it to look normal. Like, it's fine when my mouth is closed, but the minute I go to speak, you can just see my lips are bigger. I feel like I probably overdid it maybe a bit. And also maybe don't use a colour like this. I don't know. I just thought it would cover up more of like the overlining. I think sometimes when you overline with a lighter colour, you can see that you've overlined it more than if you use a darker colour, because it kind of gets rid of that kind of shadow, or like it's less obvious when you use a dark colour, that shadow you get. That's that though. That's me done it. Ciao. See you next time.